Three news stories for you. First one is from Tigray, southern Tigray. Reportedly, Tigray forces are making some moves in southern Tigray in areas under the control of Tigray regional government. These moves include digging of trenches and mobilization of some armed men, though it is mostly being reported by pro-Ethiopian government news sources and activists. Secondly, we have a new story about a phone hacking technology. Phone hacking tech has been acquired by Ethiopian government from an Israeli firm. For months, Ethiopian security agencies have been using this technology. Thirdly, Somalia Eritrea relations. We know that thousands of Somalia troops are being trained in Eritrea. More than 2 years ago, more than 5,000 Somalia soldiers were sent to Eritrea for military training. And since then, we have been hearing rumors about the deployment of these soldiers in Tigray, about Eritrea's refusal to return these soldiers, that Eritrea was not returning them, it was demanding ransom. But Ethiopian government, Eritrean government, Somalia's government, they were rejecting the rumors. And now, reportedly, starting from this month, these Somalia soldiers are going to return to Somalia from Eritrea. Details for you. Firstly, it is being reported by some pro-Ethiopian government news sources that in some areas of southern Tigray, Tigray fighters are being mobilized, trained. Some preparations are being made by Tigray fighters, armed Tigray fighters. Three places are being named, which are in southern Tigray. The places are Kokofto, Leile, Hayana, Bertekele. In these three places, it is being claimed that Tigray fighters are digging trenches. They're building fortresses, and armed men have been mobilized towards these places from Mekelle. And thirdly, trainings are underway. Armed young men are being trained. They are undergoing military training in some areas of southern Tigray, which are under the control of Tigray regional government. And these sources claim that Tigray fighters could make a move towards Koram. Koram is under ENDF control, Amhara control of Amhara regional government. Is TDF planning to retake Raya by force through military means? It's not clear. But that is what is being reported by pro-government activists, that Tigray fighters could make a move to retake Raya, Koram, and Alamada. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian security institutions have acquired phone hacking technology. It has been confirmed. A newspaper published a news story today confirming that Ethiopian authorities purchased this software from an Israeli company. Name of this company is Celebrite. Celebrite manufactures UFED technology, which is used to hack into smartphones, mobile phones. And reportedly, since last year, Ethiopian authorities have been using this technology. Uh, Intelligence agencies across the world use such technologies, such apps, such softwares. It's not a new thing. But the problem is that in Ethiopia, already we're seeing that security institutions, intelligence agency, forces, they have immense powers. They sometimes don't obey court orders as well. Wherever, whenever they want, they can arrest people. People went missing, they're missing for months. We have seen that happen in Tigray, in Amhara, in Oromia. Activists being arrested, journalists being arrested, former forces officials being arrested, and no accountability. We saw leadership in prison as well. Jawar, Baklegarba, Amzabana, they remain in prison for more than a year. So it means that security institutions in Ethiopia are very powerful. And now they have more power in terms of having this software. It means they can hack into the phone of dissidents, of those who are criticizing the government, who are opposing the government politically. So hard times ahead for Ethiopian journalists, Ethiopian activists, opposition party politicians. Of course, intelligence agencies will try to hack into their phones. The problem is that, yes, intelligence agencies use such technology. They're bound by some legislation as well. Is there any existing public legislation which will be overseeing, which will be monitoring the use of this technology by Ethiopian intelligence agency, NIS, and other intelligence wings or other security institutions? We are not aware of any legislation. What is needed is that intelligence agency, security institutions, they must be bound by some law. They should be accountable, they should be answerable, they should be responsible for proper legal use of this technology. Otherwise, the technology could be used against opposition groups in Ethiopia. Lastly, there is a good news for the parents of those Somalia soldiers who were sent for training to Eritrea more than 2 years ago. Thousands, more than 5,000 were sent to Eritrea by previous Farmajo government of Somalia. And then we heard rumors that those Somalia soldiers in Eritrea had been deployed to fight in Tigray. Tigray authorities claimed, though Ethiopian government, Eritrean government, Somalia's government denied these allegations. Then Hassan Sheikh came to power this year, and he has visited twice Eritrea this year, and he's all praised for his work for Eritrean government, because Somalia's naval, air, and ground forces are being trained in Eritrea. And we have been hearing rumors that Eritrea was demanding millions of US dollars as expenditure on the training of these Somalia soldiers, and that is why return was being delayed. But now it seems that the return of Somalia soldiers from Eritrea is going to start in coming days. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, Somalia's president, today made it public that this month Somalia soldiers will start returning from Eritrea, and this process will be completed till January. So in just 1.5 months, Somalia's soldiers will return from Eritrea. Obviously, good news for parents, because we have seen protests in Mogadishu by the parents of these soldiers who met with Hassan Sheikh as well, and they demanded the return of their sons from Eritrea. The question is, where will these Somalia soldiers be deployed in Somalia? Because in Somalia, regional governments resist the deployment, large-scale deployment of federal forces. Federal forces are needed to fight Al-Shabaab, to contain Al-Shabaab, to push Al-Shabaab out of its strongholds. But regional governments oppose large-scale deployment of federal forces. So, in which region these thousands of federal force members be deployed, that remains to be seen. At least the soldiers are returning from Eritrea in coming days. Thank you for watching.